Our second BO3 on stream goes all the way as it should be, as does the one in the lower brackets. Two teams fight for their lives and one for contention to move forward towards playoffs. Welcome on back to Challengers. Rapture Garbage, Teneric being back again. Only second BO3, T. And we got a lot more to go.
We sure do. We will have one more matchup after this between the losers of this game and the winners of the game that's going on the B stream right now between TSM and Lemonade Stand. I believe right now is 11-5 over on Sunset in favor of TSM. So getting close to figuring out a winner there. Still 13 rounds away from a winner here as we head to Haven. Winthrop University still looking strong coming out of this Sunset. Ambrosia, the mechanics look fine. It really just came down to putting everything together and being able to intercept at the right time. Hopefully their timing's a little better coming into Haven.
I hope so too. Now, what I want to understand is about what the mindset is going into this too, and it's what's going on. All right, I tried to DM Screwface. Just like, hey man, any kind of pre-round, talking points or things that you guys are looking at for adjustments, and he did not answer me. So I understand it's because he's with the team. Yeah, so try to just last minute narrative points just can't get him. Ah, shucks. But it's okay because, like you just mentioned, we still got a long way to go. As we look to end off here right now, I believe TSM should be looking to wrap up here as well on their end too, considering how far ahead they are. And for this side, it's been tumultuous, it's been chaotic, it's been a frag fest on both sides. But I think it might just come down to who was more confident to look to peak every single time. And a lot of those equations, it's been Winthrop. That's true.
Winthrop's been more keen to start the fights and finish them as well because of their ability to initiate. Obviously, Infiltrator is the elephant in the room, being the Neon that has been able to just get in and out so quickly and efficiently to open these things up. On Haven, it is unclear of whether or not they will continue that or if Infiltrator will head back to a Jet pick. I think either way, he's still going to go for a very aggressive position, very continuous frontlining. I think he will be if anything, the lurker as well, potentially, if all goes well enough for this defensive hold, which is where they're starting. And indeed, it is Neon.
Indeed, it is.
Satellite Yoru?
Okay. This is a massive change because Neon makes sense because Neon is just standard for all these teams instead of the Jet, right? At this point, because of how good Neon is. Yeah. But Satellite on Yoru is different. They to be fair, they ran this comp like 11 times in the past bit, and it has been.
How did I not see this?
Yeah, it's been Satellite on the Yoru, which is very different from Screwface being the Yoru on Abyss. So this is clearly a pick of theirs that they are comfortable with.
God.
Yeah, once again, it's the Yoru with the double controller.
Wow. On Haven, I should have watched a VOD of that before today.
Yeah,
that is great. I was right. Let's go!
Yeah, also the Killjoy too, yeah. About 11-5. You were correct indeed. Good stuff.
But yeah, this Yoru, Infiltrator has played a great Yoru on Satellite has played a great Yoru before on, I don't think Haven. I think maybe he played it on Ascent or something, but this is out of left field for me. This is so strange. I'm excited though.
I think I want to see how they play because on Abyss they were using Screwface a lot of straight up just the entry and kind of drone for the team, right?
Yeah.
Plus kind of treating him as a flash initiator as well for a lot of these side takes, and I imagine that'll be pretty similar to how they do it again with Screwface and the Sova as well too. So they could use that plus with KJ for their info, and the Viper coming back as well in the arsenal. Considering that Viper is I've kind of fallen out of the meta ever since all these smoke nerfs that she's gotten. Which, by the way, chat, if you're wondering, we are just waiting for tech pause. That's what's gonna happen. So we'll get back to you as soon as we, look to walk in. Thank you for waiting. Appreciate it. And remember, we still have one more BLD after this. Let's see. 12-5 between TSM and Lemonade Stand. Oh, wait, we're almost there.
Wow, what a cliffhanger to leave us on, dude.
Fair enough. If you guys are interested, I mean, by the time this happens, that game should be done. So,
it's true.
We'll know who wins that within a matter of seconds.
Is the pistol round tell the same story?
It just might, Henrik.
So, for the other bans, going into the pool, Winthrop banning Ascent, Ambrosia banning Bind, leaving this map opened up. I am unsurprised by both of those bans. I think this is the map that it should have gone to for sure for both of these teams. I think this is where both of them feel the best.
For sure.
WU starting on defense, though, I don't know if that's where they want to be, but Infiltrator is going to be the first point of contact, which is ultimately paradise. No concuss needed. Infiltrator has first blood, but Ambrosia can still step back into Garage and re-up after trading.
To start off, though. And the 1-for-1 being taken, considering Infiltrator being gone, but that's never really stopped them, right? It's not exactly just the biggest point of contention. We have to look at both Nashi, Jerk, and Moobs, who have been on fire in every single pistol round, and speaking of which, it's Moves the first hand, playing first contact. And look at him, the flash taking. He just lines them up. It's 2 easy picks, 1 more, but Satellite luckily shuts him down, leaves them in a 2-2.
Spike planted.
Not ready yet.
Great discipline from
One
Moves.
enemy remaining.
But we're still on, and Satellite is still good, but Flare steps back on and does the rest of the heavy lifting.
Thank you.
Lemonade Stand still surviving. They got up to 6 as Ambrosia will fall in round number 1. Winthrop University
It is over.
having not necessarily an immediate fight win, but just having really great points of contact.
Yeah, and we said it before too, it's just the pistol just lending themselves towards these constant round advantages that they managed to have across all of this series, like along with the pistol bonus, and there's only one bonus actually given over to Ambrosia, which is there on Sunset. If they can't recreate that, it would be quite a flip and really help the momentum of the game. But on Haven, it does seem unlikely, though, which is the issue. Nonetheless, for Winthrop, though, start off, and this wall is something I definitely want to watch as to where they look to alter that, and then putting that across A, just kind of signaling that the A lanes may be exactly what they favor. But as right now, we'll say they'll just contact up into B.
Let's step into this now.
Pitiful.
Nice fault line from Nazi.
Clearing out.
Ambrosia, undeterred-ish. Let's just keep the party going, dude. Yeah, just walk right in.
Enemy remaining.
Okie dokie.
Spike down mid. Flawless. I'm out of here.
Very secure win. Despite the fact that smoke, I mean, sort of come out wherever.
Gotta go.
But doing just fine on that hold. Nazi even just staying there was powerful enough in itself, let alone the kills that he was getting along the way, but Winthrop had no trouble getting back on. Of course, Ambrosia will have far less trouble with that deterrence once they have better guns, so I'm excited for them to go back to that page in the playbook. By the way, chat, Lemonade Stand is still standing. I really recommend you guys go check out however many last rounds of that match there are, because it's still going as this game rages on, where Infiltrator is going to avoid this turret's FOV and catch Screwface so early. Nicely done, dude. And you're right back out. Love Neon. Insane character.
She's too good, man. She's too good, but we can talk about her once the patch notes do come in. I know after this one they are playing the Neon nerf, so I don't mind it at all. Nonetheless, though, it's Screwface being gone, though, again, is tough because you're looking at him to be like your main info gatherer as well too, and on a Haven, on a tech side with no darts being given out and nothing to be scoured for where the team might be holding. Ambrosia has to fall back to old habits of just kind of contacting in as they did on Abyss. But on a map like Haven, that can really go horribly because retakes as well can be so detrimental to how you want to play this game. Again, they go on to B. They don't see anybody else, but they know they're definitely sandwiched.
Early on as well. But Satellite's ready to take this fight.
One enemy remaining.
And they'll just dance around. Completely avoid everybody else. Screwface, yeah, gonna be the only one who ends up falling here from the back line, but he's cleaned up pretty quickly. No way for Jerk to really enter this securely. 25 seconds on your recon. Yeah, you got no way in, man.
Solid from Ambrosia, right? Was the buy up, so needed to happen to ensure a at least
Bullseye.
consistent transition. Nice shot from Jerk, but I was out of time. Just wants to die to the spike, and unless he takes his gun, actually fights against Caillou. Yeah, he's gonna run at him. Doesn't want us to get that up, and both him and Akrian will pay the price for that.
That's, I mean, a decent amount of damage done to that economy, but Satellite has his ultimate now, so Ambrosia can probably just aggro up C lane here. That's what I would imagine they'll end up doing for Plant, but they'll probably need to suss out where Moobs is holding, and he primarily does hold BC Link, so
Goes there.
they're going to have to clear at least a couple of things here.
Toxins going up.
Who's next?
And you see, yeah, Infiltrator's already peeking out A lane again. He's gonna get so ballsy so quick.
Cutting through.
Salad also changed the counteracting stats. There's no way the jump shot, but it does enough damage. So Salad also takes 2 of his own out of the Yoru ult with a judge. Nonetheless, we're staying alive for this one. 2 health. He's got to stay tucked in and keep himself safe because there's a lot of fire around him. Akrian, oh my god, the jiggle peek.
Dude.
As well, that was so disgusting, Winthrop.
Nasty.
Wow.
That's like, that was an exhibition clip on the Outlaw from Jerk there.
No.
That's a sec kill in the game, too. This kid hasn't died this game. Hello?
Jesus.
Oh, he's gonna go for the Outlaw again. He's like, yeah, I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I mean,
This is enjoyable to me.
Yeah, if you haven't lost it, then why waste the eco, right?
Yeah.
So you can just continue on forward with how things are going, and it's been going well. Whatever.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I really did love that ultimate from Satellite. I just wish they could have picked up off of it a little bit quicker, because it was, I mean, it was kind of an isolated incident until it was traded back by the defense, and then they could just take back from Link pretty quick.
Shock dart.
But I get it. It's a tough window.
Satellite
Deploying
will
drone.
be joining with this team as they look towards A. They're still trying to fake as if it is a C-lean with Screwface. We've been putting out the drone as well. Considering they're holding pretty strong on their own, double stacked up. They see one in the corner. They should be calling a war for the rest of them, as they didn't see the other 2 members coming down A long, but you already see Nasi is moving over. Jerk. One shot hit, but Caillou tends to get in the second clutch. They can still rotate if they want to, but I think they're gonna commit.
30
Yeah, they're
seconds
definitely
left.
going to at this point. And oh, what a great smoke! Nazi walking right into his own downfall. Wow, what a great, just a fantastic approach from Ambrosia here. But oh, Flare, nice walk up. You got such a good gun, man. You have such a better gun than them.
Enemy
Okay,
remaining.
okay, all right. Hello, Moops. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Country road.
Yo. Flare just walking in past the smoke of the enemy, taking 3 in quick succession on timings that because one of them had to reload and one of them just couldn't switch out into the other gun. Caught in the corner with moves by his side and a 4-1 in their favor. Remember, this is to qualify towards the playoffs, which will eventually lead towards more of investment and a chance to be given an invitational slot in next year's Challengers.
If there's a way for you to get in good graces for Challengers 2025, this is the tournament to do it.
Mm-hmm. It's your final shot of the year, right? Because considering who knows what'll happen next year, and especially not going through OQs is a huge bonus.
Yeah.
It's not hard to grind through all those games for just the one slot that's left remaining. Which 4 are given out and 4 usurped by the invitees. But here, Ambrosia must be one of the 4. They've got out to a rough start, but a couple things to keep in mind. I want to see how they keep utilizing the Oru. I want Screwface to stop dying right away.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And I would like to see if they can somehow be able to attempt an actual 5v5
Need a
post
drop.
and be able to get it on site without losing anybody.
Yeah, we haven't seen a proper one yet, have we?
Salamat, thanks.
No, sir.
Get these. Go, go, go.
TSM have taken that match against Lemonade Stand, so we will see them in the lower bracket finals of this group. Face off against whoever loses this. Infiltrator, buddy, you're at 20 HP.
Toxin screen down.
That's tragic, dude.
Yeah. Could very well be either one of these players. It seems. If you up again, I'm sure they'll definitely want to run back from what happened in the first game of the day. It was a fun one, but a 2-0 nonetheless for Winthrop. And Ambrosia offer them a brand new matchup. For now, they're the one here. Hey, ask we shall receive. A 4v5 plant, but a plant nonetheless.
Planted.
This is about as close to what you wanted as what you'll get, I think, this half. Ravish.
think so?
Ooh, satellite! He's in!
Okay.
Now just hold it down. Good shock dart. Flare's already zoning out. Okay, they enter from main as well.
Ouch.
Okay, Smiley has the sight line though.
player
They
standing.
still walk out of the smoke.
One enemy
Jerk
remaining.
has held his high ground the whole time. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Good spray, Caillou. Wow. Still so emphatically close. Wow.
Yeah, Caillou staying alive there is so clutch there as well, considering he managed to isolate the heaven angle. And with the player playing on Spike, they managed to hold, they just held it too, so giving themselves two individual firefights, allowing him to clutch. And on the other end, a much needed and essential round for Ambrosia. Although their eco is in the best of places, but at least they keep forward with 3 guns. If it Winthrop too, it's hurt their eco, but on their side too.
Time to jump.
Special drift put out.
Fight.
See what they can find. They see all 3 on C. They just stay here with a bucky. No shots. Good damage, but that should be about it. Tags his own teammates. That slows down the push of the rest of Ambrosia. As one on site, he's jumping around, but Smiley's going nowhere at all concussed. Leaves them in a 2v3.
Everyone else is still stuck in lane. No one else got in. Oh, great flushes on both sides. Keeps this stable. And necessitates a rolling thunder to try and find Caillou's shock darts. One will connect, but for like 20 damage. I really want to find this one, but all the meanwhile,
Last player
Akrian is in
on
A site.
site.
Okay, so now we have a 2v1, but WU has to
My
travel
ultimate is
across
ready.
Narnia to get to this spike. And you've already used both of your ultimates this round.
Akrian has lockdown, right? Yeah, Akrian has lockdown, so he carries the Investus to push him out a bit further.
Right here.
But if he goes out through spawn, that could be detrimental. Should realize that they're gonna come through there, and decides to play long as said, no turret here, and with a guardian in his hands.
They get like one chance. If they let go of Spike, it's over. Akrian has to get him off Spike once.
No!
Wow, so well taken.
You failed.
The time, yeah, it's fine. Incredible forcing the jump off, or it would have definitely been concussed and catches them immediately. Quick swings into long, surmising where they might be. Maybe holding, you know, onto sewers may have been the play, but considering where you planted, it would have been way softer for the peek off. But nonetheless, Winthrop adapting and consistently moving. That's exactly what Ambrosia wants to do, realizing that, hey, even if we're down 2,
Standing ahead.
it don't matter. Let's find our way out.
Very used to coming back from the brink. This is a team that WU fell to in relegation. This was, you know, this was the team that replaced WU's spot on this very tournament.
And they look to do it again. Puts out the fake. Nah, she actually repositions towards the other corner. But with Satellite not looking for the peak, they're getting the contact through B. They've done this a lot on their saves. There's one gun on their sides. Ideally, the plant sound would be the most ideal scenario to make sure that they can at least get some credits back in their favor. But Infiltrator doesn't want that to happen. Invest in the Vipers pick to allow them to plant. Infiltrator's just shooting at them finally. Some response comes in, but as this one punch swing, so comes in the
30
hook.
seconds left.
Winthrop one after the next, they're laying down haymakers. And Akri and Caillou, the last ones left, they're spraying through the green jello. And Flair's waiting for this.
Take flight.
For the rest, for just a pigmentation of noise to allow them to give the signal to walk in.
Seconds left. Spike down B.
What is happening?
You can't, you have to clear this. If they're up top, there's no way you can plant. You will instantly get shot down. There's no way you can fight that. You have to have someone get up there. I mean, there was literally no way to counter Flare there. Oh man, dude. That was so rough. That was so everyone on Ambrosia there was so terrified. And I mean, obviously I get why, like you were on that eco, but you just have to bite the bullet. It's freaking B site, dude. You have 5 seconds to even look at it before everyone is there.
Yeah, you gotta either just move in as 2 or you have to just run out.
Oh no!
Or to somewhere. No, they know.
They don't know.
Initiated under. He's still moving. They definitely know. Because the turret, like, for sure.
Oh,
and that's a great response by Screwface. Punishing the overzealousness
Recalling
and getting this to pick off. But initiating being down early hasn't exactly, been a real detriment to the team. But it has just allowed them to play a bit more confidently.
Just wanna get in there. Okay.
Swarm
Good
grenade
Yoru
out.
TP.
Can't use that yet.
Immediately establish his
Placing alarm
presence.
bombs.
Poison's off.
This is the confidence that Ambrosia's looking for, but Flare catching the back line, moves, catching the front, moves,
down
catching
A.
the front. I'm a broken record because moves is insane.
Who's just been that good for this long, and that's the biggest issue, right? So what can you actually say about him besides, oh my god, please stop killing them all, moves. It's Nasi on the next, and his teammates have to get involved too.
Gun here.
Winthrop continues to dominate in these really tight and consistently clutch scenarios.
My thanks.
But the chaos reigns supreme, but all that matters is firefights.
This goes
It's
here.
shot after shot, and nothing can be done besides just you hoping to aim and wait to see how you and your teammates can respond. A gun barrel against one more of your character's models, hoping that you have better reaction time. And we land here with a 5-round lead.
Revealing
Eco
area.
once again, the ping pong going on for the Eco, for Ambrosia. Tough timings and bumpy waters. The recovery has to be smooth though.
Another take of A lane. With this Viper wall, it is still their by far most powerful site. This is exactly how they should have taken it. Great shift walk to get in early, and now they're on top of it. Satellite now up to his second
ready
kill.
yet.
This Stinger.
Cover going out.
This is looking really good for Ambrosia.
Yeah.
Spike planted.
The plan to go down here at least. Well done with a snake bite. With 5 being alive, remember it's on a save here too, so they'll get a clean plants off and 2 also taken. They'll take any pick they can get, but Flare. Oh, Flare. I'll lie in the darkness for so many, especially with the collegiate team. He's continuing to shine against all other odds. The Infiltrator. Him staying alive, maybe the final nail. Rips through the set like a crocodile in the lake.
There's no
Nothing
way.
left but remains.
There is
Please stay
no
alive.
way, dude.
Gotta go. I'm out of here.
Catching both in hell. And of course, Moves has his ult.
Go, go, go.
It all just comes together so perfectly right now for this Winthrop team. They are so fired up, and they absolutely do not want to play another match tonight.
Revealing area.
Sarah,
Same.
I'm
There.
wondering about this.
I think this is just the same round again.
Yeah, as exactly what you're saying. I feel like I'm doing things
Spike down A.
That's the spike.
So good, dude. He's so good. Okay, Satellite. Good tracking. Well done. But now you're... Okay.
Recovery.
Okay.
Big.
Is he checking his mind?
Spike planted.
Oh, he hears the drop in hell. But Screwface's owl drone will let him peek back out here. He's walking into a tunnel. This is pretty tough, but Moves the drop. The swing! Satellite! Still got a shotgun in hand. 1v2, Caillou throwing the toxic orb. Again, this should be so clean for Ambrosia. This should be fine.
One enemy remaining.
And yet,
5.
and yet,
Yet.
tap, swing, miss, Caillou. Gives Ambrosia a breath
Last
of fresh
round
air.
for the switch.
One needed like the British countryside. That O2 expands their lungs. As if it's a baby taking their first breath. Ambrosia and Caillou especially. 2 clutches and 1v1s in crucial situations back where they needed the most. And once more with the final round of the half. Ambrosia and 8-4 would be heaven sent. But I don't know which god they believe in. Let's see if they clasp their hands or their guns. What they don't do is check their corners though.
Yeah. Early loss here. That'll let Ambrosia explore their options a little bit more than just what they were conditioning. Especially if there's far less of a threat here.
My items.
Moves is right on top of this, and he's gonna get 2. He's going to ultimate again. He's going to cyber cage, see everyone is here, get immediately hit by everything under the sun, and make it a 3v3. Thank you so much, Moves.
Go, go, go.
And Infiltrator hears this. He is Neon, so he will swing for free. He will not get a kill. What?
Poison orb.
One enemy remaining.
How indeed. Double peek. Yeah, easy
Poison's
enough with
off.
Flare. Not being able to get much back there too. Makes it much tougher.
30 seconds left.
So losing 1v3 also put out. Smiley finds no info off with that, but that is just enough. He gets out, jerk saving. Yeah, they know this. That was shot. Should be just the 8-4. I mean, what's the point of saving at this point, right? It's just like he's gonna run over, but he's thinking, yeah,
Spike planted.
I'll just vibe out. He makes his comeback.
Scanning ahead.
Says hi once again. Gets off retake, but Winthrop have come back and worse.
It's true. It's like a walk in the park of a comeback for them compared to some of the other rounds they pulled off today. All all the angles in the world to check, though. And Jerk, yeah, he's saying, nah, I'm not, I don't want to deal with this. First poke out of Cubby. He doesn't even have shock darts. Poor guy. He's just going to try and pad some stats here. Can't get it done. So Ambrosia is stabilized, ultimately, with 4 rounds on the attack here.
Switching sides.
After really underwhelming post-plant defenses from them so far this half. However, Satellite's Yoru is going to be very distasteful and threatening this half. And I'm scared of how Winthrop is going to handle it. Unless Infiltrator's speed is deafening enough to just outrun whatever weird, stupid flank or angle Satellite's going to go for.
Exactly. I wonder how the parallels will shine between how they played it on Abyss versus how they're playing it right now on defense, especially too, right? Right now, currently on Haven. Because as we've seen so far in this case study of this Yoru pick, it's been pretty consistent for what they've done on Abyss by treating him as a flash shooter, as essentially a human drone. Whenever his ult comes back up, so kind of just feeding him orbs every single time where they can. Satellite though, and her first picks is ideal as it is for Infiltrator. The pistol demons that are Winthrop continue to show why they're just so good. And this should exactly cement that too.
One
If
enemy
you want
remaining.
to be Winthrop,
There you go.
you better make sure your early pistols are ready. Because the aggression you face and the ridiculous shots that you take are something to be feared.
I mean, Infiltrator literally outpacing Satellite
That goes there.
on the read. Up, down, up sewer. And following up on that, and then being faster than Ambrosia's response on the defense as well. So perfectly executed. And the rest of the team following suit as well. Absolute aim demons. This pistol round.
Revealing area.
Let's see what they can follow it up with as they'll buy into some Bulldogs yet again. But they'll set their sights on Courtyard, something that these teams have not really paid too much attention to except for a wanton flank when it's an A-lane commitment.
With Silva actually watching that too, Screwface, yeah. Notices that early aggression, chooses to move all the way back and calls off resources over from Smiley here as well. But considering they just, even though they've been spotted, they're more than happy to do this on their bonus. Actually taking first entry, no flash, quietly walks into his late contact around the sights. A paranoia is nice, but no picks taken from either side here, Tadric. But Euclid does just enough, and it's a trade of red and blue. The colors combining one after the next, but I'm seeing more red as my eyes get wider, my pupils enlarging, and Caillou's has to think that the gap between him and his team goes wider. The clutches he's faced before and the efforts he's shown, 1v2s, 1v3s, have been attempted. But here, it seems a bit out of reach with just the classic and him on site. The flash is tanked, blind completely. Viper has a mask but no sunglasses, so she'll die blind.
Out of charges.
An absolute dog pile of Ambrosia members, seeing opportunities, taking them, capitalizing on them to an extent, but just not enough to get back ahead of Winthrop University, who do still have the guns, who do still have the space, who do still have the confidence to keep on peeking and keep on killing. All of a sudden, this collegiate team has once again made a tremendous impact and are only 3 rounds away from being the first team to playoffs here in Challengers Split 3. Green's fully set up this round. No excuses at this point. Unheard, there's the swing. Easy step onto the lurk. WU set their sights on B, but Ambrosia's able to stay close with this, particularly because they don't want Smiley to die in vain. He won't! Satellite's into
One enemy.
And Ambrosia will take over the bonus with ease. Jerk going to re-up the poke on the C to at least get rid of one gun. Let's see if he can do some more here. But Ambrosia, good lockdown. Very ready for that push despite the peek on the lurk. Unfortunately, Winthrop just didn't have too much to back up util-wise, that push. Couldn't really go into it with too much gusto.
Gorgeous from start to end.
Gun here.
And for Ambrosia, at this point,
30
said it
seconds
before,
left.
this is what we expect out of them. Their bonuses always look quite clean. And at least gives them a small bit of leeway to make sure they're not too far off in this game. And to stop themselves from potentially falling down to losers. But if we remember, they've been down worse.
10
They've been down
seconds
much
left.
lower. 8-round comebacks have happened on both of these sides previously. On both Sunset and Abyss too. Map defining, but a save here for now. Winthrop, and Jerk specifically. Keep his nice skin, keep his Vandal, and Ambrosia get to reset.
And with a lot of creds already in the bank for WU, they'll get to fully reset for this. They'll get to go toe-to-toe and be fully kitted. They are still the ones that are holding a lot of the cards here. They are the team to beat at this point, which is so amazing to see. I really have to shout out particularly Flair, really stepping up into this role as the new 5th after a Challengers season that Winthrop unfortunately didn't perform as well as I think a lot of people expected, especially after such a tremendous C-Val performance from them. But their OQ run was magnificent. They beat some real Titan squads. And so far, so very good for Winthrop University. They would love to not face TSM a second time, at least right now. And they have the tools to do it. Infiltrator, if he is fast enough and he makes the right choice, then it will be curtains.
That's weird. As I agree, 100%. Especially considering how dominant Winthrop looked. Past Sunset, second half especially. You saw close rounds, but somehow the edge was always a bit sharper on the side of Winthrop University.
Yeah.
And for Ambrosia, they had the bright spots and a lot of clutch moments, but past the heroics, we need more from them if they are to come back here once again. We need that spark that we saw in Abyss once more.
Do you think it lies in the retakes? I have to ask. Do you think Ambrosia commits to stacking up again, like they were in previous maps, or like we both believe they should have been in previous maps at least, and playing for that full fight after the spike goes down, or do you think there's still going to be too much util that WU has to offer to take that risk, and they should, try and intercept as often as possible?
From what we've seen already so far between Ambrosia and Winthrop, right? Ambrosia playing some of these post plants that they've done as 5.
Placing swamp grenade.
They've gone very messy because they're not usually aware of where every player is, right? And because they're playing with almost like a quarter of info, it lands them in a situation where we see the flare or moves or even jerk at times being able to pop in past, through spawn or even through long and take out 3 in quick succession. Something that shouldn't be happening. Or speaking with flare, right? That's 1 right away. Just matching satellite. And out here leaving 1 open, immediate retakes over from Ambrosia. They were talking about the retakes and the stacking. Because the haven's so large, they just have to call this over. And Winthrop has so much space on the map to take whatever they please.
They can really just gun it to any site, and Ambrosia will not have a vivid response for them. At least for long. Caillou and Smiley will be forced to play reactively, and then WU can just go for a fake out. So many options on the side of the attackers. And I'm sorry, I feel like KJ is just not the move for Sam in this meta, unfortunately.
Yeah, which is how Cypher have been, but you know, there's clearly leaning back into comfort, right, for what KJ has been able to do. But because of how wide
Seconds left.
you have to spread apart the resources, like then you're looking at Acreon to be almost solo anchor at these times, and Ambrosia need to play a bit more together. Kind of pinkies held, especially up against a team like WU. Plants open right now for C, should go down. The 4 of them running on in. 3 issues at.
Flair's completely safe there. They can't even take the fight against him. And we're putting up a wall to try and approach this. They could just look at you. They really don't have anything to walk in with, especially if Satellite goes down.
It's tough.
Yeah, you have to play to just like stalwart defend.
Yeah.
You have to slow down and then hit the site that they're hitting. Like that's like it's such a tight window.
I think if you're Ambrosia right now, considering the options you're now lacking and you're now 1 round away from your economy breaking once again, especially with you gambling to take the opposite too, I think you gamble stack. I think you put 4 on A specifically just to see if you can try to match them, especially with the aliens that we've seen already. But they do a 3-2 and put all the util for Killjoy and Yoru as well between C and B. And they are leaning towards B here though, so the Killjoy utils should be able to find them early on if they get spotted by Infiltrator looking to bait that out. But the rest of the team staying back in spawn, they're playing this real careful.
Okay. My ult's
Nice
ready.
patience by Satellite. And he's not even gonna proc this TP. He's gonna stay put a little bit longer. Dude, okay, it's getting a little ridiculous now. Okay.
Shaka should be able to just take out, all the alarm button and everything. Leon, you
Get in
put out the
easy.
smoke. There's one at the back, right? Again, they have to clear. And the situation is very similar to what we saw in the previous half here, Henrik, but this time, sides are switch, Satellite comes in.
Here.
Okay, so we space him
I'm
out,
back.
take the pocket back, have a flash to stall. And you have smokes, but you still have to fight this. Moves is still on the way back from Link. You have to fight. You have like 3 fights going on right now. This is so tough. Moves.
Just, again.
How does he walk in and just get all of them?
Match point.
How do we keep on getting these incredibly messy rounds? Especially when it comes down to just crucial moments for teams like Ambrosia where they're, all right, cool, and they control and they be together. But instead now with Winthrop creating chaos where they're, as you said exactly, they're taking fights on 3 different ends. It's a bar brawl, but only one person wins. And that's us because we get a great game. But
Yes, the consumer.
yeah, it's the consumer. You're right. It's the guy watching.
Just on a comp level, it feels like Ambrosia don't have a proper response, you know?
And if it went up right now, like, this could be it. 1 more round remaining between them and qualification. Going to his top 8 playoffs next week. And a chance for a potential spot in Challengers in 2025. That's Caillou to stop them. The Stinger reigns supreme. That's 2 taken quickly. The slide from moves. Stands between the 2. Put her down to a 3v4. It's an equal right now for Ambrosia. Moves confidently peeking over. But it's 3 he's facing. He has to support his members, but he doesn't need them. Disgusting headshots from him.
One at a time.
Last player.
One.
Infiltrator has ult. Oh, he doesn't need it.
No,
He's gonna use it anyway.
might as well. Zip, zap, zap. Prop like a mop. You might as well. Acreon. As you scoot around the corner, what's it gonna be, man? They're not looking. Hey, oh my God. I thought that was gonna whip, but there's 1 more left to reload. It's still about time. It may not even matter because it's Jerk. For the final, it is going to be Winthrop University qualifying the playoffs.
What an incredible showing from Winthrop University in those last 2 maps. I mean, seriously, the aggression they were able to mount and the confidence behind it's almost solely what got them over the line, but these 5 kids are insane. AIM demons, mechanics demons, util demons, absolute demons, and they deserve this first playoff spot. Ravish, we gotta go find the second, though.
You are 100% correct. Now it is on Ambrosia versus TSM, a brand new matchup within this, as you've seen every iteration possible. TSM fresh off a win. Ambrosia looking to recover. Let's see who gets the second spot in playoffs. You can find out after about 10 minutes. We'll see you back here real soon.